Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So let's get it cracking, and let's talk about growing up hip-hop. Atlanta, season 3, episode 6. It's going down. It seems BowWow got a new boo. Her name is Corey, and he seems like he's in love. He's acting like a child, like he can't ride a bike. Like, come on, Bow. What are you doing? What kind of conversation was you having? Like, you trying to get to the goods? Do you want to get to know her? Why is sex just so important? And why are you trying to jump into, getting intimate with somebody when you need to get intimate with yourself and get some counseling and get some therapy? Because, BowWow, you've been basically acting up, especially when it comes to the situation with Kiyomi and how that went down. That is not a good look at all. And you haven't been doing anything else to better your reputation. Everybody on the show basically has thrown you under the bus and don't believe you at all. Believe that you're the aggressor, that you need to grow up and you need to mature. And BowWow, you are a legend, and we like you. We like your music. You've been around for a long time. You are a brand. You have set the standards too, as well as having longevity in this hip-hop industry and being in films and TV shows too as well. But you are doing way too much, especially when you was talking about Sierra, talking about you the one had her first, and you called her a B word and you had her first. Like what mature man does that? You got a daughter. Do you want some guy that's dating your daughter to get on the microphone talking about, I had her, first, I had her before, and then call her B word? Would you want somebody to treat your daughter like that? And Sierra's married. She done moved on. She didn't let you go. She ain't talk bad about you. She just let it be with you. You know what I'm saying? You need to go off there and chase. Won't you say you hit her first with Erica Mena? You can't say that, but you gonna try to taint Sierra when she's married and she got a kid. Like, you're doing way too much. So it is what it is. And Brandon, did you just come on this show just to embarrass yourself? It's like you was going at it with Lil Wayne's daughter, Maryjanetv, and Zanique and all this other stuff, and basically people was kind of on your side. You was entertaining and too as well. But then now you coming on the show. You've been MIA for a year. You come on the show, you talking about you a fireman. How come you just can't be you? You came out, you said that you was gay first, you're acting like you was straight, or like, oh my god, the reason why I'm acting up is because I can't be myself. I can't tell people my sexuality. No, you was just being messy. You was being shysty, and you was trying to deflect from the lies that you have been telling. And if you lie so much, like, sometimes you forget your lies, and on top of that, like, you live in a world that is not reality at all. And Deb took you in because Deb was heartbroken. She lost her son. She had you fulfill that role, that spot, and you helped her too as well. Just like she helped you, you helped her too as well. But you took total advantage of a woman that was basically going through so much, even though she had her other sons, but they was going through the same thing too, as basically going through, losing somebody that they love in the way that they lost that person. You know what I'm saying? And then they was dealing with their own feelings in their family, and Deb was kind of like out here, and Brandon, you came there and you snuggled up and you slept in her son's room. The nerve, the gumption of you to do that, knowing how deep this woman was to you, and you gonna lie to her about being a fireman too as well. Like, she took you in, she gave you a place to stay, you didn't have to pay bills, she put you on a TV show, she got your name out there in the media where you talking about a vocal coach, and you trained Beyonce and all this other stuff. She opened an avenue and a door for you. You could have took it, and you could have ran with it, and you could have been even greater. But you know what? You were too messy. You lied, and you was putting people down, who's putting on a character and a persona, when you could have just been humble, and people would have loved you for being humble and being who you are, and actually being next to Deb, that Waka Flocka, BowWow, even Maryjanetv, and all of them would be helping you out and be your friend. But now you just made mad enemies. I'm like, yo, what is going on, baby? It is way too much. And Remarkable and her man, like, Remarkable, pick up the phone, call your man, FaceTime him, let him know before you start recording. Call him, say, I'm about to be in the studio and I'm about to zone out. Here you go, baby. Show him that you in the studio or whatever. Just make him feel comfortable or whatever. Like, do your part, baby. But he seems like he's like overly too controlling. But if you disappearing and you ain't around, he feels a certain type of way, especially. But he got to realize this is your shot and this is your chance, where you've been introduced to the world as Remarkable and Eazy-E's daughter, and we didn't know nothing about you, baby girl. So this is your time to shine. You're trying to do everything you can to film, be on TV, make music, put music out there before the show actually airs, so people can know who you are and do interviews with you. I understand that. He got to understand that too as well. But you're gonna have to play 3 hats. You're gonna have to play the entertainment hat, the mommy hat, and the girlfriend's hat, or whatever. But if he wants to be questioning you and be all up in your business like that, want to know where you at, who you with, what you doing, blase in the third, he need to put a ring on it. If he ain't got no ring on it, you don't gotta drop everything you doing and cater to his needs, because if he gonna be there in the next 10 years, he might have been there in the first 10 years, but don't mean he gonna be there in the next 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you only get one shot. I think Eminem said that. But anyways, let's get into it. I'm just going in. But Brandon, did you really come on this show to embarrass yourself like that? And Brandon, I like Brandon. I was like, you know, he's a cool character on the show or whatever, but you really lied about being a fireman. You should have lied about something else. You should have lied about being you know, a baker at Dunkin' Donuts. You should have lied about owning your own restaurant. You should have lied about something else. I believe Brandon is going to get an older male that's a fireman to basically vouch for him and say that, oh, he's working here, he's training, we getting him prepared for the academy because he haven't entered, because you know Brandon might got an old man in there that he's shucking and jiving with, baby. So let's get into it. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please hit that like button. Please comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be all good. My peeps, my people. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. So let's get into it. So let's start off with BowWow's at the club. You see the girl with the green dress on. She is pretty. She do got it going on, or whatever the case may be. BowWow's rapping, Shad Muffs is rapping to her. Basically, he done already pulled a drink down her throat or whatever. Like, come on, Bow. Like, you gonna have, do you want a man treating your daughter like that? Like, come on. And then we have Remarkable. She's back here with BowWow's boy, whatever. His boy likes Remarkable. He likes her. He don't care about her having 2 kids. He sees that she got a gift, baby, and he wants to unwrap that gift, baby. Let me tell you, Remarkable, you better watch yourself, girl. So it is what it is with that situation. So BowWow's basically, I don't want no crazy girl, I don't want this and I don't want that, all the other stuff. And then we got Remarkable. Basically, she's in a situation where, you know, she's told that she needs to possibly, you know, audition for the boot camp, and she was like, I did already audition. Deb and Brat saw me. Like, I think she already auditioned for the play or what, I mean, for the boot camp or whatever. Like, she sings, she dance, choreography, you know, song, energy, crowd energy, you know, interacting with the crowd and all that other stuff. She did an audition, unless there's something else you got to do. But whatever the case may be, she needs to talk to the Brat and she needs to talk to Deb, because she don't know what's going on. And you know, it was so funny on this part when BowWow was like, I heard everything that, which part is it? I think it's this one. Oh yeah, this is the audition. So, you know, you better get that audition going. And so this is the young lady. Her name is Corey, whatever. And BowWow was like, you ain't never had no man like me. You ain't never been no man like me. I'm different. I'm not like all the others. I'm different. I'll blow your mind. I was like, so corny. But she's young, so she's, you know, she's like, okay, oh, all right. And, you know, she might have, you know, a destiny to get with BowWow. Maybe she has a crush on him or whatever the case may be. She was like, well, you ain't never met another woman like me. I'm different from all the rest. And BowWow was like, you know, I heard that before. You can't run no game. I mean, you can't play me because I've been through this and I've been through that. Yeah, because you're 32 years old. You need to be dating some woman that's more your age, someone that's more in your lane and got the same type of paper that you got too as well. Someone that you can help build up, but at least someone more mature and been through the same things that you've been through, or maybe even have a child too, so you can act right like you're supposed to. And you need a grown woman, you need a mature woman that basically ain't playing no games, ain't playing no high school, ain't playing, you know, Connect Four with you. Because BowWow's basically playing Connect Four with these girls. He's acting like he's actually these girls' ages, and then he want to boss up and say, hey, listen, I got the money, you know, and I seen this and I seen that. Of course, everything that this young lady done said to him, he probably heard it 15,000 times over and over throughout his career, because he meets tons and tons of ladies. He was like, I may look 16, but I'm not. I'm a grown-ass man. But we didn't act like it. Get yourself together. BowWow's pissing me off. And he knows he's a legend. He knows that he's a legend. But he just be doing the most outrageous things, especially talking about Ciara. Then on top of that, when he was on Wildin' Out, BowWow was talking about he done had sex with, you know, Angela Simmons and Ciara or whoever else. Like, why you gotta tell everybody who you doing it with? The girls ain't bragging about you. They're not talking about they had sex with you. Why you gotta run your mouth like that? You too old to be doing that. You too old to make them moves, baby. I'm like, come on, Bow. And so we get none other than remarkable husband. Basically, he's I am father first. So whatever the case it may be, he's out with his kids or whatever. Remarkable's late because she was out partying with BowWow. Basically, she could have left. She didn't make no real connections at that party with BowWow. BowWow was trying to get with a young girl. She was talking to homeboy and he was telling her, you got to audition. She could have left soon in that, unless there was there any more important people in that, club. So anyway, she's tired, but she also has a job. Not only is she's a mom, she works full time, and then on top of that, she's trying to hustle her rap career and make it happen and blow up too as well. So she is busy, she is tired. So he's a good father. I'm glad he's there. I'm glad he's with his son or whatever, but he's making a big deal. She showed up, she's there, and she's working. She ain't out here doing something else. Damn, give the girl a break. If she blows up and she becomes like Nicki Minaj, you gonna be living high, or maybe not, because you didn't put a ring on it, baby. So it is what it is. But call your man, I guess, because he's out here and his G-Wagon pulling off on you and everything. And so we have Remarkable. She's with her kid or whatever. And, she's sorry that she's late in the whole 9 yards. But, she's basically trying to say, this is my shot. This is my chance. You know what? I'm going to do better. And she wants to do better. But it's so much pressure. Being a mom, too, as well. Getting the kids up for school. Then going to work. And then on top of that, dealing with everything at your work, at your daily job. And at the same time, trying to figure out what rhymes and what video and what music you're going to put out. And when you're going to get to the studio time, who's going to be there, trying to schedule everybody to be there when you need to be at the studio, because she ain't no engineer, so it ain't easy. Homeboy, chill out. So basically he's doing this thing. So basically he's on TV, he's getting paid. I know his IG done blew up. I know his followers done blew up. People looking at him. His girlfriend got him on TV. Be happy, be grateful, just chill out and relax and let her shine. But you know what, she got to have a little drama with her boyfriend, but hopefully it's not real. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, because if Remarkable can do the music, she can work with Deb, she can do work with the brat too as well, chill out with Bow, chill with Brandon, and then on top of that have relationship issue. Then she has the full package of a story. So you know what, and it'll make her more interesting. Then on top of that, she's Eazy-E's daughter, so it'll be good. So anyways, we got Deb. She's sitting here with the lieutenant, and basically her worst fears done come true. The lady done told her, Brandon ain't no damn fireman, there ain't no classes in session, and you don't live at the damn fire department when at all. You do not go to a fire station, you do not go next to a fire truck, and two, you are finished with your training. Your training is somewhere far from the fire station. You have to be able to carry 45 pounds, 50 pounds, or whatever, upstairs, back and downstairs, carry dead weight and all this other stuff. And you got to pass the physical training before you can even enter the academy. And Brandon is not fit. He's not he's not in shape. I can understand, just because he's big doesn't mean he can't move around, but he's not big like the dudes that you see on the challenge. Some of them are overweight, but they're in shape. They're always wrestling. They're always doing some type of outing or some type of physical activity, and that's not Brandon. Brandon's used to yelling and screaming and yelling at ladies and talking about he's a vocal coach trainer and stuff like that. There's nothing fit about him. He will be out of breath. He will hurt his knees. He would injure himself if he was actually training. He would have to lose weight first, then do that. Yes, I have seen overweight firemen too as well, but they first, when they get overweight after they become a fireman, because I be seeing some firemen that are 300, 400 pounds. I seen a fireman that couldn't even get through a door one time because of his weight, but he was fit when he became a fireman, but he ain't fit no more, and they can't get rid of him, you know what I mean, until they retire or they get injured. So basically Deb, she's hurt. She finds out. She calls Tammy. Tammy was like, are you surprised? I done told you so. What else has he been lying about? You've been having this boy up in your house doing the most, basically claiming him to be your son, talking about he's Waka Flocka, Tammy's brother, and on the whole night. Brandon was doing it big. He was living rent free. He was probably getting to places in Atlanta and getting in for free, being on TV. He was just living his whole life up. Let me tell you, girl, he was living his whole life up. And then we get BowWow. BowWow's with his boy, basically talking about he's gonna take it easy. BowWow's acting like he wants to rush into a relationship, but he wants to be with her. And it's just BowWow just goes real quick, real fast with a female, rush into it. Then he realized at the end, I don't even really like the chick. It's just a fairy tale, something that he does with women, basically try to make their dreams come true and be bossing up on them and tell them and show them that he got this, he got that, he can do this for them, living that lime life, getting messed up, having a good time, partying, VIP. And then once they catch feelings and they're all over him and don't want him to be out, and they worried about him, and they like, why you ain't call me? To him, he's like, oh, she's too much. And then he'll basically flip out and have arguments with you, and then be going back and forth. He'll have that drama with you for a while so you can have that angry love making, and then boom, he's out the door, or he'll do something to make you want to leave his ass. That's BowWow all day, every day. His friend is worried for him because he's like, you ain't giving yourself no time. You doing too much. You fall too quick and too fast. Like, you just move too fast. Like, you don't even know what you doing out here, and you 32, dude, and I'm only in my 20s, and I don't even be in the situation that you be in. So anyway, we got Remarkable. She's in the studio. Her man's calling her. She's ignoring the call. You know what she could have did? She could have texted him. She could have said, if you're gonna look at the phone, you might as well say, hey babe, I'm in the studio, peace. I'm in the studio, send hearts. I'm working, send hearts. That's all you gotta do. But in the same token, you don't want to mess up your vibe and your energy once you're in the studio, because now you're going off the top of your head, you're going off your dome, you're writing, and you're planning for this recording time, and you don't want to be bothered with relationship issues and shit like that. And when you come home, when you're gonna be around, when you're trying to focus on a dope song and you're trying to connect to the music, so obviously you can connect to the other people, you know, to the world, so your shit can sell, so you can make some money. But it is what it is. And so we have none other than Debbie, or Miss Deb. She meets up with Ayana. Ayana was like, oh, what's going on? Deb was like, Brandon's a liar, and we're gonna have a dinner, we're gonna have a sit down. Tammy already thinks it's a bad idea, but we're gonna have a sit down and talk to him. I was like, Deb, why don't you just talk to that boy alone? Why don't you just talk to that boy alone? But if she talks to the boy alone, he's going to end up convincing her that she's a lie or whatever. She don't know what she's talking about. So go to the school with him. Do whatever you want to do. Brandon is lying. Brandon is not no fireman. He has not met the requirements at all. We went over this in my last video. He has not met the requirements because he would not be able to pass the physical training. Then on top of that, he may have some health issues because he's overweight and tall, and putting all that pressure on his body, his heart, his kidneys, his lungs, his liver, and the whole 9 yards. So he is not there. And Ayana was like, okay, I told you. Ayana was the first one like, Brandon is up full of it. He's a liar. I don't want to be bothered. She kept telling y'all he lying. He ain't no good. Death feels betrayed. She feels embarrassed. She feels like, damn, like I was just used. Like, why he do this to me for? Like, why was I such a fool? But you know what? We're gonna have a sit down, and Ayana's here for her, and she's glad the whole family's gonna be there to see it and watch it, and she's gonna watch and she's gonna indulge, because it's about time that people don't woke up and see Brandon for who he is and what he is. But Brandon, do your thing, baby. You was out here corning and hustling. You done got yourself on the show. You done claimed to be next to Miss Deb's son. She claimed that you was her son. You was Waka Waka's brother. You was doing the whole night. Deb is embarrassed. She's hurt. She feels like lost. She feels torn, and she probably now is feeling like her grieving process of losing her son was actually kind of interrupted and messed up because of, you know, Brandon coming in there playing on her heartstrings and playing her mind and finding out he was phony and fugazi all of a sudden. So it is what it is. It'd be ironic if he was a fireman. So we got the Brat and, you know, Lisa Ray. They over here chilling. Lisa Ray talking about Brat need to go on diet and lose some weight. But also Lisa Ray was out here on TMZ talking about Nicole Murphy is a cheater. She's a flirter. She takes other people's man. Then on top of that, she befriends you. This is the worst part. She'll have dinner with you, go on vacation with you, and sleep with your man at the same damn time. The Brat was on her TV show saying, yes, Nicole Murphy is a home wrecker. But on top of that, you know, Antoine Fuqua ain't no good. He done had 2 babies on her. He's been cheating, and he seems like he'll sleep with anything that walks. And then on top of that, he won't use protection because he done had 2 outside babies. God only knows what he brought home to, you know, his wife. You know what I'm saying? What he brought home to Leah, what he brought home to her. Oh no. I know Eddie Murphy was like, damn, Nicole Murphy, I used to work with her on a few movies. You gonna do her like that? And so we got BowWow on his date with his girl, with Corey. He's dating this, like, he can't even ride a bike. Like, he don't know how to ride a bike. He's acting way immature. Like, okay, my knee hurts, my leg hurts. Like, he's just so, I thought you'd be in the gym working out, Bow, and you can't ride a bike. Come on. Like, BowWow be doing way too much for no reason at all. I be like, yo, what's going on? So anyways, having this conversation, she's talking about she ain't giving up the booty. She ain't giving him the skins. BowWow's trying to get her to give up the booty and the skins. She talks about, you know, once she has sex with somebody, she gets crazy, you know, she gets, you know, she can be dangerous, you know, she could pull up quick, fast, in a hurry, you know, her feelings and her emotions become dangerous because she wants to know where that penis at, what that penis doing, when that penis, what that penis is doing it with. So therefore, BowWow It ain't gonna work out between you and her, because you're gonna be everywhere doing what you need to do, how you want to do it, and you want to put her on the sideline. You're gonna be out clubbing all night long. You're gonna be drinking. You're gonna be partying. You're gonna be doing all types of stuff, and she's just thinking about, once I give you my punani, that we gonna be in love and you mine, and you know that's not gonna be the case. So you might as well just move on and let her be, because you ain't gonna settle down and be faithful no time soon. And once she give it to you, you're gonna treat her just like she's every other girl. And then you're going to watch her lust after you and be all possessive, and you're going to love it. And then after a while, you're going to hate it. And then you're going to say she's crazy. So then we got homeboy, Chevy. He's sitting over here. I don't know why his name is Chevy, but Chevy's sitting over here waiting on his date. He's all G'd up. He got the G-Wagon with the lights on. He's ready to go. He got the gold chain. He's flossing up. Like, you couldn't, like the way you flossing up, you couldn't been paying for Remarkable studio time, getting her promotion, because you G'd up, baby. And like, why didn't you put a ring on it yet? You've been with her for like 10 years, 20 years. So we got this situation. He's upset because he's been waiting. She comes through and he still leaves. They there. She caught him before he left. He should have just sat his ass down and had a conversation, let her explain herself, have a wonderful dinner, film, get some more money, do the damn thing. But he just tells her, it's time to go. I'm upset. You make me wait. I never stood you up. She didn't stood you up if you talking to her. When you stand somebody up, you don't answer the phone. You're no call. You're no show. That is stood up. And you don't talk to them at all. She showed up. She was just late, and she didn't want to answer the phone when you called her, because she was getting ready and she was going to surprise you, thinking that you were going to like how sexy she looked. She got on this nice wig. But it didn't go down that way. It didn't happen. So it is what it is. But she should, when you called her, if she wasn't recording, she was getting dressed, she should have said, I'm on my way. Then you probably would have been yelling, saying, oh, blah, 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 you late, you got me waiting. She should have just said, baby, I'm going to make it up to you. I'm about to get there. We need to film. For real, for real. All right. She should have texted you or whatever, but she got some problem with communication. So it is what it is. And so we get down to the dinner. Deb shows up. Brandon's there. Everybody's there. All the Walker brothers there. Tammy's there too as well. Ayana, she's there. She's happy to be there. She said she's going to sit there and eat and watch Brandon lie and get caught up and everybody see his lies. And so that's the situation Brandon's talking about. He's so happy to be there. And he's walking in prancing. He was like, oh, it's been so long since we had a family dinner. Then he, all of a sudden, he knew the tables done turned, because Ayana did not want to sit next to him. So he realized something was wrong. And she was like, he was fidgeting. He was nervous. He was refusing to eat. Big boy refusing to eat. Oh no. So there you go. Deb basically drops the info and was just like, yo, you ain't working at the firing place. I talked to the lieutenant. I talked to this person, that person. You can't do the training carrying bodies up the steps and carrying this weight and blase in the third. And he was like, yes, I can. And I'm in the training. And she was like, you can't go. She was just basically saying that everything that he was saying was a lie. And he was trying to debunk it and say that he isn't training. He's training with Mr. Smith. He's training with Mr. Hill. He's training with Mr. David. He's training with some mister. But it ain't in the fire department. And Walker is getting upset because he feels like he's deflecting and he's lying and he's playing his mother. So now Walker was like, yo, listen, if I find out you lying, I'm gonna roll you. Like, how can you lie? How can you do this? Like, yo, what's your problem, yo? If I find out it's not true, like, yo, I'll smack you up. I'll do what I need to do. Like, I ain't playing these games with you. Stand up, Brandon, stand up. And then Walker jumps up. You already know he's gonna get jumped. It's just gonna be, I'm not cool with jumping, but if you got brothers, ain't no brothers gonna sit there and watch their brother fights without getting a lick in. Ain't no sisters gonna see their sisters fight without getting a lick in. Ain't no cousins gonna watch their cousin fight without getting a lick in, especially if they close, they tight in their family. It just is what it is. Just off a GP. You see somebody you love in an altercation that possibly can get hurt, somebody trying to hurt them, your natural instincts is to jump in and take care of business. I ain't down with the jumping, but it is what it is. So we have that situation. Walk was threatening. Walk was like, I ain't playing with you. I ain't my mother. I'm going to smack you for my mother. I'm going to smack you for my mother. You know why? Because you played my mother. You lied to my mother. You used my mother. You abused my mother. You played with her feelings, you know, and you played me coming in. How did you get here? Like, you a whole con artist. Like, yo, I'm going to get this dude. So it is what it is. So you guys tell me what you think about the situation. This episode was funny too as well. Brandon just getting caught up there. And then the lieutenant of the fire department saying what she had to say. BowWow on his date with Corey was like too like little kiddish elementary school. I was like, come on, Bow.